We're halfway through the Big East in-conference season, and the Blue Demons are facing a team gaining momentum in Seton Hall while dealing with 3 guard injuries in Carter, Murphy, and Ramey. For the Pirates, the leading scorer, assister, and stealer, Kadary Richmond, returns to a team that has slipped without him, losing all 3 games without the senior from Brooklyn. The last 5 games between these teams have been classics decided by 5 points or less. We'll see if the competition continues. It's DePaul, it's Seton Hall. Next. Seton Hall is 4th in the Big East. Really a surprise coming out from this season. We remember last time these two teams played, DePaul took Seton Hall out in the Big East tournament. Spots up from the top of the key, missed that one wide right. Offensive rebound, Bediako over Churchill Abbas. Puts that one back up and in, and Seton Hall puts the first points on the board.
Once again, very good shot for Fisher. Just needs to put it in the bucket.
It's going to be Dre Davis driving with his right, puts one up and in over Jeremiah Oden. And Bediako now driving on Nelson, right baseline. Kick out to Richmond, fakes the 3, drives with his left, got a step on Fisher, puts it in. Kadary Richmond is back. And Adewusu on the other end to Richmond. Left wing, having a rough shooting season. DePaul's giving him some space. And now it's going to be Davis up with the layup, hit the top of the backboard and came back down. Another weird offensive rebound from Jaden Bediako. And Seton Hall is up double digits. And Henley turns it over to Davis. And gets it right back. And gives it right back up. 3 turnovers in 10 seconds here. And now it's going to go over to a wide open Dre Davis. Knocks it down. 15-2. DePaul still hasn't made a basket. Richmond driving, kicking it out to a wide open Davis, right wing this time. Missed and rebound by Terry. DePaul's trying to get out and run. Nice transition defense. There's Nelson though, wide open left wing 3. Jalen Terry. Terry now crossing over to his left, going up. That was great defense all over him, but he's still got that one to fall. Oh, baby.
Oh, my goodness.
He whips it over to the right corner. Extra pass to Davis. Another extra pass. Dawes whips it to the left corner. Coleman for 3. Knocks it down. Henley gets the inbound from Nelson. Fisher left wing. Nelson left baseline up with the hook. And that's his patented right hook finish. Deshaun Nelson gets on the board for the Blue Demons. Now it's Dawes, passed that one a little close to the sideline there. Almost went out of bounds, but saved by the Pirates. Now it's Davis with a nice floater over Churchill Abbas, the much taller player. And it's 21-9 Seton Hall with 6:20 remaining. Another rebound by the smallest player on the court, Jalen Terry. He'll try to go coast to coast. Pass to Fisher. Fisher up with it and gets it to go over 2 defenders. Elijah Fisher with a head of steam.
And should have been a foul, too.
Whips it over his left shoulder over to Nelson. Nelson driving. Tried to step back to that corner. Abbas will shoot a 3, and that's not a good look for the Blue Demons at all. Could not get past the perimeter on these tough, gritty Seton Hall Pirates. Kadary Richmond, who's checking back in. Numbers are great. 33.3 minutes per game, 16.4 points per game, which leads the squad. 4.9 assists also leads the team. 6.9 rebounds and 2.2 steals. What an impressive guy. Just looking at the baseline box score stats as Dre Davis finishes with the right. He had a fake and then a shot. Little baby hook over Elijah Fisher. 23-11 Pirates.
Great execution for Seton Hall.
Terry will spot up for a transition 3 that is pure.
That's so well executed. You always go to the zone on an out-of-bounds play, and they get the steal, and they come down and make the shot.
And Davis now driving with his right, gets a step on Fisher and just took him to school. And on the other end, Adewusu finishes with the contact. Henley commits the foul, and Adewusu will head to the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Fisher will drive on Adewusu, slipped and fell. Another turnover. It's 9 each for these teams, and it's going to be Dawes now. Whips it over to Coleman, wide open top of the key, smooth like butter. Shot clock is turned off, 16 seconds left to go. And Matt Brady says take that final shot. 31-15 is the score. Looking to cut it down to less than, not being doubled. Terry pulls up from deep three and hits it from Evanston.
How special is that kid? My goodness. That wasn't from Evanston. That was from Skokie. Goodness gracious.
Jalen Terry sends the Blue Demons to halftime. Now it's just a 31-18 deficit. Not too unexpected here, but a nice ending. We'll see if they can carry that momentum into the second half on Radio DePaul Sports. Thanks for listening to the first half. We got 20 left to go here at Wintrust Arena. And so Aguirre trying to get his guy back into the game here. You love to see that from one of the newest staff members here at DePaul as Terry steps back for another three. That one doesn't go. It's going to be a full court pass to Adewusu, and he finishes. Dawes will pull up from the free throw line and hit that one coming off the screen, using that screen to his advantage. Instead, it'll be Bediako completing the 5-point swing, and he'll get that layup to go. Turnover by Terry. Full court pass to Dawes. Will this be 4 in a row? It will. Dawes finishes over Odin, and Matt Brady wants a timeout. Fisher drives with his right. That's a good start. Nice drive from Fisher all the way from top of the key to the rack. Offensive rebound again. Davis off a missed three. Bediako working on Nelson. Drives, goes up with his right, and just bullied Nelson there. Physical game from Jaden Bediako. And Nelson diving on the ground, shovels it over to Dawes. The turnover there. And on the other end, Dawes gets it up and over Henley. Looked like Henley had a chance for a chase down block. Didn't matter. And Dawes is having himself a game. 6 points, 3 for 6 shooting. Seton Hall also 6 total rebounds. DePaul in the second half. At DePaul 0. So the rebound battle even more in favor of the Pirates. That's going to be 28-13 in that facet. That sounds like what the score was at the end of the first half. Just in rebounds, 28-13. That's quite significant.
Yep, fast pace.
It really is. Fisher goes up around the clock and misses that one. Man, that was an athletic layup. Just couldn't get it to go. That was so close.
Yeah, if he would have made it, that would have been a highlight for the ages for Fisher.
He went up and around. That looked like NBA Jam. Davis on the other end bullying into the paint over Nelson. Nelson's getting beat in the paint defensively tonight.
Yep. And, yeah, again, just got to be more physical down there if you're Deshaun.
Terry crosses over to his left, created some separation there. Now whips it over to the right side where Henley waits. And that pass is picked out of the air by Isaiah Coleman. He'll go coast to coast. Finishes and one. Isaiah Coleman on a tear here. Him and his team on a tear here. 8 points Coleman has. And just looking at the guys on the court, Coleman has 8. Bediako has 10. Davis has 13. Dawes 6. Adewusu 8. Well-balanced scoring approach. Both players showing there on the screen. Good screen defense. And Nelson battling in the paint. Over to Young. Has to take a heave. Hits the right baseline jumper. Close shot as time expires. Missed three there, but rebounded by Bediako. The missed three by Dawes does not matter as Bediako is just dominating. Up to 12 points on 6 for 7 shooting in 22 minutes. Terry making a move over to Nelson, who will drive on Hutchins Everett. Nice spin, extra pass. Young with the jam.
Yep, great position there from Young, but that spin was mean from Deshaun there.
Driving now as Richmond gets a step on Nelson and finishes strong with the lefty. 13 turnovers for DePaul, 12 for Seton Hall, so quite a lot from each team. Good pass inside to Coleman. Finish. That's where Richmond is very valuable, the passing game.
If I can get myself going in these final minutes of this game, that's going to be big.
Terry takes a three, misses. Rebound to Boss. Foul on the dunk. The jam and the chance for three. Churchill Abbas. And this one is all but over. DePaul just looks ready to go home. Sanders spots up from three and nails it. Here on Radio DePaul Sports, 72 Seton Hall, 39 your Blue Demons, and DePaul will fall to 3-17 on the season, 0-9 in the Big East. Seton Hall remains at 4th in the conference